Perched above St. Helena, we've struck gold in wine country. Raise your glass. Cheers to your future private winery. Aggie Smith, this incredible property with a bonus feature. It's a home, it's a mansion, and it's a winery that you can label whatever you want. Not exactly stomping on grapes. You've got a beautiful facility. But take me through what this property entails. Don't blink because you might miss the turn off the highway.
Yes, we purposely do not have a sign out for privacy purposes. But once you do get onto the property, you really enter your own private park. And as you drive up the driveway, you will see nothing but beautiful nature and vineyards as you're driving up. And to the left, as you're driving up to the main residence, is a beautiful guest house nestled in a grove of redwood trees. And in Northern California, we're very famous for our redwood trees. So that cottage often reminds me of something you'd find in Lake Tahoe. But it still has a master-sized bedroom, a living room, a laundry room, and a kitchenette. So it's perfect for guests, nannies, or whatever else that you might need it for. And as you drive further up the driveway, you will see fruit orchards and vegetable beds, and then of course all the various blocks, they call them blocks, of vineyards around the house. And there's several blocks around this property, a little over 3 acres planted. When you get to the main residence, this house is spectacular, and they had it designed by Susie Horner out of Chicago, and they also hired a feng shui specialist. And the reason they did that was they really wanted the flow to be, and the energy of the house to be smooth and calming, and I think you really do experience that when you get to the property.
So this home is so picturesque up on this hill. What went into picking the property and choosing the location of the home?
Yeah, that's a great question. So they were very specific on what they wanted. They wanted to be close to downtown St. Helena, which they are only a couple miles away, and they're 20 minutes to downtown Napa, but really it was the location of the house. It faces due east. So in the mornings you see the beautiful sunrise, and as the sun passes over you going towards the west, in the afternoons they come back and they see the lovely sun set by the pool and the outdoor sitting area. It's quite extraordinary.
What a picture that is. Your home is framed by the sunrise and the sunset every single day.
And it is, and not only that, it's picturesque because everywhere you look on this property, you have no neighbors. So every window that you look out of inside of the house, all you'll see is nature and vineyards. It's really like your own private park.
Tell me, with this property, how many acres of vines and how many acres the entire property is, and the price?
This home is fantastic. It's just under 10,000 square feet. In total with the guest house, it has 4 bedrooms, 2 offices, a gym, a pool, a winery, a wine tasting room, and of course it has 3 acres of vineyards, and it is on 8 acres total in the heart of Napa Valley.
And the price?
And the price is $12 million. When you walk in the front door, you're immediately greeted by some beautiful art and some walls that just present beautiful art. To the right is a lovely formal living room with a wood-burning fireplace, which you don't get anymore in California.
I feel like I'm in Tuscany. It is so romantic out here. Can't wait to see what the inside looks like. Wow, this foyer, understated, but I love the uses of the natural colors, the natural elements. The floors are to die for, and these ceilings, they remind you, yeah, you're in a mega mansion. While there may be art on the walls, these windows perfectly frame your side yard, your front yard to provide, more art. And with the feng shui elements, it goes right into the kitchen.
And then as you walk in towards the kitchen, which is just spectacular, and it has 3 dishwashers and 2 stoves. It has every accoutrement you would want, some refrigerated drawers, the whole thing. And then there's a lovely family room behind the kitchen. And they use some artistic sort of beams that are not structural, but it's more for artistic reasons to separate the rooms without really separating them. And then you have a beautiful formal dining area off the kitchen where the French doors, 3 French doors open up out into the pool area. And again, you're looking at just Mother Nature at its best.
Every window looks like a framed portrait.
It really is. And every window is framed with cherry wood, and the floors upstairs are wide plank hickory planks. They're just gorgeous.
The greatest room in the house is usually the great room, but this is great room meets everything else. Perfect formal or casual dining area, more kitchen space than you could ever need in your entire life, but you do need it. And then another living room with absolutely incredible views. I love how they married all the different materials. The wood floors, the iron, the stone, picture perfect. That side of the house, master suite. Take me through the master bedroom and how those feng shui elements are visible.
Yes, so the owner was an international businessman and traveled most of his career, and he loved staying at the Peninsula hotels. And the reason he loved staying at the Peninsula hotels is because it always felt like home. It was very luxurious, but it felt like home. So he designed the bedrooms to be very much like the Peninsula hotels. So when you walk into the master suite, you have a Japanese soaking tub, you have a steam shower, you have an incredible walk-in closet. And then when you walk into the master suite itself, it is stunning. All the windows are just looking out at nature. And then you can push a button right by your bed and it shuts all the shades automatically, so it blacks it out so you can sleep comfortably at night. Everything was done perfectly.
This master suite is 2-faceted, right off the entertainment area, but you have your own wing, privacy. Oh, hello, feng shui bathroom. I see you've already seen the Japanese soaking tub. When you've got stone floors in your bathroom, you need them to be heated. They thought of that. And the steam shower. What more could you want? The light in this room is spectacular. Automatic blinds go down. I don't know if you'd want to obstruct those views, but there's always the option. The other cool thing, his and hers entrances. We've done the main floor. The business level right below this, arguably where all the fun is to be had.
Now, this is only one of 2 properties in Napa Valley that allows a winery to be in the building of the house.
How did they get that to happen?
Well, it was grandfathered into the property and the permit, and that was the other reason why they chose this specific property. And it has an 8,000-gallon winery permit. Wow. So normally a winery, if you wanted to have a house on it, you would have to have the winery in one section, and then you'd have to have the house in a totally different section of the property. So when you get down to the winery, that was also very specifically designed. They wanted to create the type of family winery that you would often find in Burgundy. So it has a real European flavor to it. And if you wanted to continue making wines and selling them, you certainly can. There's enough estate grapes here to do so. But if you just wanted to showcase your wonderful private collection, the cellar is perfect for that. And they have a section in the cellar that's just for tastings.
I am a child. It is Christmas morning. These are the stairs downstairs to my Christmas tree that's actually a barrel of wine. Now this is what I call a basement. No, actually, this is where I'm spending the rest of the day. But all this hard work, I mean, I'm kind of thirsty, so why don't we tap into one of these babies? I remember growing up and the kid down the street got a finished basement and you were like, wow, but can you press grapes in your basement? And at the end of this Cabernet rainbow, there's a pot of gold. This is the kind of table I like to sit at. The winery's Pinot, which is Willamette Valley. I love the art on the label. This Pinot is from 2012, the Cabernet is from 2012. They started making wine here on the property in 2006, and they get about 8,000 gallons of wine a year. Not too bad. The Pinot is not too bad at all. Not bad at all. That is amazing. And now for the Estate Cabernet. I feel like when it says estate, it's always fancier. Excellent wine that you get from your backyard. Speaking of the backyard, shall we tour the grounds?
They really wanted to keep the flow going around the house, so they do have a wraparound porch around the entire house. So in the front, it's lovely to be able to sit out in the morning, have your coffee and watch the sun rise.
Oh my gosh.
And in the afternoon, you can sit out in the back patio and watch the sunset with your glass of wine. And of course, you would want to buy the wines from this winery, which is Sabina Winery.
And there's something to be said in today's day and age. We're so conscious of what we're eating, organic this, organic that, where's this coming from? And it goes back to the farm to table. So how well do you sleep at night knowing that the wine that you drink is coming from your backyard?
Very well, because it is organically grown, so you don't have much to worry about here.
We have seen some truly spectacular views on this season, but this one might be my favorite. And if you think about it, $1 million view that's making you money because you're bottling and selling your own wine. Another unique feature about this home, you can take in these views with your wraparound porch. Goes all around the house and leads you right to the backyard. If you can't find peace and tranquility in this backyard, I don't know what to tell you. You walk out of these beautiful French doors, ponds, terrace, and this lap pool behind me. It's almost aquamarine in color. I cannot say enough about the landscaping, the flowers and the shrubbery that they chose. It's almost reminiscent of an English garden. Barbecue with a fire pit and a jacuzzi, and over top, this stunning pergola with vines hanging down on either side. And speaking of either side, your vines are just totally enveloping this backyard oasis.
It seems that the only decision you have to make in this house is red or white. Everything else ready to go, from the design to the landscaping to the functional winery you have in your basement. And as a wine lover myself, I could not help but daydream all day about what my label would look like, and waking up in the master suite to the sunrise over my vines every morning.
1 in a million doesn't even scratch the surface of this place. And look at this. This is your backyard. Not quite ready yet, but I guarantee when you move in, you're gonna have a beautiful harvest. All you have to do is put your last name on the bottle. A home in the San Diego suburbs, tailored perfectly to fit any size family, to a private winery in Napa Valley. If you long to be the host with the most, both indoors and outdoors, you've got not one but two options. The California dream can be yours. Just choose a direction on I-5, north or south.